I feel like you're judging me right now.
I think I am.
Go ahead.
So bad.
Judge away. I'm gay as What's up?
Are you?
Yeah, I retired from being gay since I got sober, though.
You're not gay anymore.
No. I mean, I'm still gay because you can't get out. Once you've got the gay, you can't get out.
Okay.
But I don't engage in gay stuff anymore. But I've already told everybody 1,000 times, so there's no coming back.
Okay, and then you're like, well, then yes. Oh,
He's
so
free.
you're done the sucking, but you can get yours sucked.
No, I'm not saying when I did it all, I liked it all.
Well, then why wouldn't you keep doing it?
I don't
Keep
want
the options open.
Guys make me mad.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
And now it's like I'm trying to look for like somebody who isn't a whore, and when you're an ex-whore, nobody wants to date you. So it's pretty lonely.
Oh, wow. Am I supposed to feel bad for you? Is that what this podcast is? Like, come on, I'm supposed to feel bad.
It's kind of the intro segment.
I was like, it's not working at all. I just saw you bathe the cat with a hairnet on its head. I'm not feeling bad for you.
Wait.
Where does this rank amongst the other speed dates you've had?
Actually, this is like most of them, because most guys I used to date were like, I'm gay. I'm like, well, I'm not a man, so I don't know why we're here right now. Jeez.
Yeah.
Right.
Welcome to the show.
I said yes to this.
My pulse is totally moving, new and improving. Yeah, not that we get back go. I've got the heart and desire. My balls are on fire, ready to take us to the top. Welcome to the show. Did you know that your mom is
Wow, this is quite the pyrotechnics here.
It's a full-blown scorpion show.
Yeah.
At the Ellis estate. Welcome through the mist to the show, Steph Tolev.
Thank you for pronouncing my name correctly.
Yeah, right. I said Tavel. And then she
Tavel.
said it's spelt Tolev, and I read it out.
Tolev. You still read it wrong.
Tolev.
Yes.
I said it, I read it, and still said it the wrong way.
Yeah. Yes, you
And
did.
then I told you that I was retarded and had dyslexia, and then I thought about it, and I was like, yeah, I'm not lying.
Yeah, and I'm still not feeling bad for you.
No, I don't expect you. I don't want you to. It's fair. You're like, you're a legend, and I fucked that up, and I shouldn't have done that.
Sure.
You Canadian?
I am Canadian.
Yeah, see, I knew that.
Well, see, this is what I want to say to you. I have a big brag. As an Australian man,
Yeah.
I made the Canadian national team, Aussie football, the national team, the Canadian national team. Thank you. I brag about this all the time. It's my biggest brag, and no one knows what I'm saying. I had the fastest 3K running time in Canada. That's why I made the team, because my skills weren't great, but I was very fast. I was very good at tackling. I was so good when I was 27 years old. I was in the prime of my life. Made the national team, but it doesn't pay. It pays less than comedy, which is crazy.
Yeah,
which is wild.
Yeah, that's nothing.
So I didn't go to Australia to play in like the.
But you could have.
I could have.
And you were like, no, I'm not going.
I was like, no. I got my first comedy.
You bowed
festival.
out because of comedy.
Yeah.
That's what not quite the same, but I was in a band and I was like, I gotta go, guys. I'm gonna be a pro skateboarder, but I'm pretty sure the band wasn't gonna work out. You were gonna be a great football player.
I was gonna be good. I was fucking good.
You were fast.
I was good. I was fast, and
Does that
I was
mean you're still
fucking,
fast?
Not as much. I got really into drinking.
Yeah, but well, that's cool. But
That's not
for a drinking person, a regular person, and a comedian, do you think you'd be like one of the fastest runners in comedy?
not fast. As I can outrun people. I can run for a while. I have
Long
good stamina.
distance?
Yeah, long distance. Yeah,
Still got that.
I think so. Yeah.
You don't practice. You just had that natural ability.
No, I practiced. I played a lot of sports in high school, and then I met this girl who played for, because it's huge in Toronto, where I'm from. There's like 6 women's teams and like I think
Wait,
10
what
men's
football
teams.
are we talking about?
Aussie rules. Tully.
Really?
Yes.
You can bounce and run.
Yes. Well, I'm not that good at bouncing, but I hit. Yes. Very good at kicking.
Kick it straight to me.
I can kick it straight to you.
Oh,
Do you
we'll
have
go.
a ball?
Yeah.
Let's go.
I got it.
So what you guys
Jay.
are talking about, for the uninitiated, it's rugby.
It's
not
not
rugby.
rugby.
It's not rugby.
Oh,
See,
he knew.
He knew.
He's been
He's-
with me
yeah,
for a
yeah,
long
yeah,
time.
yeah.
But I almost went for that. That's
In
how-
what way, to the untrained eye, might it be different from rugby?
I mean,
Way more skill involved.
Yes.
Oh, sure. No, that goes
Rugby
without
goes
saying.
backwards,
But if you really needed to explain
Aussie
it.
rules goes forward and back. There's 3 goal posts. You can tackle and keep going. With rugby, the play's dead and they have to everyone has to get up. You can tackle somebody, whip them on the ground, and get up and just keep going.
No scrums.
No scrums. It's continuous.
So if you hold onto a guy and he holds onto the ball, that's holding the ball. If you hold onto a guy and he gets rid of the ball, that's holding the man.
Got it.
I made it worse.
Come here, you weird thing. I don't know if I can.
So what was your elite skill in that? Were you a tackler? Did you score many goals?
No, I was really good. I was in the middle because I could keep running. No,
Right.
don't.
Get out.
Sprayer, no, poor thing. I could run for a long time, thank you. And I was super good at tackling. Like really good. So I used to be paired.
Were you aggressive?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Could you please?
You're not gay though.
Huh?
You're not gay.
I'm not gay.
You got gay vibes.
I know. Everyone thinks I'm gay.
I mean, you played all those sports, and you were
I
to the point
know.
where you were a high level
I know.
athlete.
But a lot of them
that
were
involved
straight.
in a sport that tackled people.
I know, but I take out my anger on men, on the women.
Why are you so angry?
I was treated like shit for a long time by men.
Yeah.
Bad men, bad comedy bookers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my first experience with that the other day, and Rachel Wolfson was on it. She was like, "Welcome to the club," because I got gay. You know what I mean? Guy was like, "What's up? Well, we book you at the club," and I was like, "Yeah, here's my manager's number," and he was like, "Wait, I don't get your number. Like, I follow you on OnlyFans," and I was like, "Ew."
Ew.
Yeah.
Wait, what do you put on OnlyFans?
Nothing anymore.
Dick and balls, though?
I used to do everybody on there, but I
Everything.
retired. Once I got sober, I retired from everything.
I feel like you've been sober recently.
7 months.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, not that long.
So you'd be just hammered, rock hard, jerking off into the camera? What, I don't understand.
No, everybody, because I'm like a pansexual, so I boned everybody. Girls,
Okay,
guys,
yeah,
trans
yeah.
guys, trans girls, everybody. Got boned, you'd suck it, whatever, everything. And then, now
Seems
I
much
now I
easier
regret
that
it.
way. You regret it?
Yeah.
Why? Hey, you had it so easy at everything.
I feel bad for my kids,
How many kids do you have?
2.
And they knew you were doing this?
Yeah. Somebody posted it, and then some school kids got it or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Are they out here? Or are they back in?
They're here.
They're okay.
Yeah, I've been living here for 35 years, so.
Oh, okay.
But my kids are older, but still, it's just
Well, they can handle it.
Yep, but
Well, it was like Daddy's going through a phase.
They didn't need to,
Yeah.
you know.
Daddy's going through a big phase
Yeah.
where his asshole's gaped open. He's quite a large phase he's doing here.
That was on there, but still, fair enough. That's pretty bad. Yeah,
I feel like I don't think
I'll
that
be
should
forever
be.
sorry, you know,
Why? You didn't do
because they
anything.
they didn't deserve that.
Deserve what? You were the one doing it. You know, like you did to them.
You know,
That
look,
would be a
I appreciate you. No, well, that's that.
That I wouldn't be here. If
I'm
that
not
was the
signing up
case.
for that OnlyFans.
Yeah,
How old are your kids?
15 and 19.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to change their relationship with you. They might not like what you do, but I feel like
We're good, but there was a time there where one of them was getting picked on. I don't really. I just.
yeah, no, I don't know how even bullies happen right now in this day and age because it's so fucking horrendous. But that's like,
Yeah, it's just like he's fine. He might even be better off for it because now he understands what it's like to be on either ends of
Yeah,
those
yeah.
things. But the fact still remains is I caused him grief, and that's my fucking child. And I don't, you know what I mean? Like, there's enough grief in life. Your dad doesn't need to bring you any.
no, but I feel like in high school you're getting bullied. It doesn't matter for what. If it
Yeah.
wasn't that, it would have been something else.
Yep.
So
Thanks,
maybe
Steph. Appreciate it.
it'd probably be even worse if they saw when you're sad. Someone's like, "Well, your dad's not funny." But your dad thinks he's funny. Get him back to sucking those trans dicks because he is unfunny.
That hurt way more.
I knew it would.
I'm not ready for that. You can gay bash me all day, but
I would never.
Not ready for that
I
one
don't.
yet.
I honestly, I don't give a fuck what anyone does. I bash them on their comedy more than anything else. That's all I care about. You can suck my ass right now. If you get on stage and do a bad set and then walk off like you killed, I will talk shit about you for the rest of your fucking life.
Okay, well, I've never walked off like I killed. I'm pretty aware that I'm not that great. Yeah.
I've actually never seen your set, so I don't know what I'm talking about. I've literally never seen you. I've never. We were on like a panel together once. I always come like after late to a show, or I have to run out of the room or something.
Look, can I show you? I've never strutted off like, you're welcome, everybody.
Well, good, because there's a lot of delusion in this city,
No.
especially this city. But in comedy in general, I think it's one of the most delusional art forms.
Do I think I have potential? Sure. But
Yeah, you wouldn't be doing all this. You wouldn't
Yeah.
have bought a $15,000 smoke machine for a podcast.
Because I've watched you, you know?
Okay,
I'm
yeah.
aware.
You're aware of what?
There's people like you out there, so maybe don't get too pumped on yourself, Jason.
No, you know how long I've been doing comedy for? 21 years.
Right.
Long time.
Yeah.
Long fucking time.
Yeah, so, but I'm just saying, when I see people like you and Tim Dillon's and people like that, where I go, oh my God, like, that's amazing.
Well, if you saw my stand-up 10 years ago, you'd be like, she's delusional. She has to stop doing comedy. It wasn't that bad. There was some sort of glimmer of hope.
After 10 years, do you think?
No, there was. I was doing okay. I was doing well in Canada 10 years in.
Yeah, do you feel like that helps or hurts? I don't want to be disrespectful to Canadian media and Con and stuff like that, but it's like you can become a big fish in a small pond. Like somebody's got to win the Junos, right? So in a way, there's an infrastructure there that like they want to promote people, and it's cool because you get a chance. But on the other hand, you become a success in Canada, and then maybe you come to America, and it's now you're in a big pond, and it's a whole other challenge.
Yeah.
In the end, was it helpful or not helpful to you coming up in Canada?
Yeah, definitely helpful. Yeah. Very helpful because there's way more stage time, and there's still a lot of very good comedy in Canada, especially in Toronto.
Of course, yeah,
but you realize, and most Canadian comics realize when you hit the ceiling there, you're like, well, this is as far as I'm going to get. Like, there's nowhere else to go. It's the same clubs. It's the same thing. Like, you have to come to the States or England or something to get to that next level. You're simply never going to get there.
It's almost the same with everything.
Yeah.
Like, skateboarding was the same for me. There were people that were good in Australia, and then when you started wiping the floor with them, it was like, well, off you go to America, and then you get to America, and you're like, uh-oh. Like, there's a whole bunch of people here that are monsters, and then if you can hang, then you get to stay. That's kind of the deal. Are there people in Canada that are aware of this and are like, no, I'll just stay in Canada?
Oh, yes. A fuck ton of them.
Right.
Because there's not that many Canadians out here that, like, you would know that are, like, killing. Because a lot of them, they knew coming here. Because I pretty much started again. Like, I went from a Canadian headliner, coming here to be like, oh, I'm doing open mics again. And I can't get on the fucking open mics. Like, it was, like, that bad. But now it's, like, if you really have to want it.
Yeah, being a headliner and then doing open mics must have been entertaining.
Sorry. Is it my hot boyfriend? No.
It's not just that your phone is ringing; it's that you actually have the ringer on.
I don't know why it's. I don't know what that is. I'm so sorry.
It was a timer so she can get out of here.
Bye. No, I'm
is that your friend doing a wellness check?
I wish.
Oh my God, my mother! Is it serious? I'll come right away.
Yeah. Blink once if there's a smoke machine. Yeah, I have to leave.
Sorry about that.
No, my fault. Wait, so how long were you doing skateboarding for? Are your bones still okay?
I mean, I got I've had a lot of surgeries. I got like a dead person's ligament in my leg and stuff. Okay. So I've been hurt a lot, but I went to Colombia and got stem cells a couple times.
Oh shit.
So it really like brought things back, you know? Wow. So I'm doing pretty good for how many times, because I did fall more than the average guy. So I got hurt more than normal people do.
Yeah, because don't like more thin, lanky guys who's
That's streets. I'm a ramp skater.
Oh, okay.
But even for ramps, I'm a big guy.
Okay.
So the bigger they are, the harder they fall, kind of thing. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I feel like I'm pretty dense, and I don't. And when I got the stem cells, and now that I was always like, the older I got, because I used to drink and do a lot of drugs, and then I treated myself really poorly when I was in my prime. So then when I got a little older, I tried to get sober, or I got into fighting, which made me start eating clean. Mm-hmm. So I started to get a little fitter and try to take things a little serious way after my skateboard career was sort of already had seen its day. And then by the time I got to like a ridiculous age to be an athlete, 50, I'd been to Colombia twice and got stem cells in all my joints. And it's like super, like the best ones, like from an umbilical cord, like got it, like
Jesus.
Makes it fixes stuff. Like not like
what are the odds that kid was going to turn into anything anyway?
wait. Like a fresh umbilical? Yeah, it was like, what did they...
They give you when you get it, they give you a thing that shows the umbilical cord of the baby that it came off, the parents and the grandparents, to show that there's no like disease in the family, because
oh my God.
You got their like maybe umbilical cord and is it placenta maybe? I don't know, but they take the blood out of that, and they spin it, and then they inject all that stuff into you.
It's like finding that out for the first time. They're like, we can't waste this piece of the body. They suck it out and put it in somebody else. That's so weird.
It is a weird thing, the umbilical cord, because when my son was born, they asked us if we wanted it, and we weren't like crazy, we're going to eat the placenta on his 5th birthday kind of people.
Yeah.
But it also was like, if I say, go ahead and throw it away, I can't ever take that back. So since you're asking me, sure, we'll take the umbilical cord. And then I just
You
threw
didn't
it.
put it on ice though, right?
No, dude, all I did is, no, I don't know what we did when we were, maybe we kept it in the little like hotel fridge when we were there. But we took it home, and you know the little thing where you keep your butter in the fridge?
Yeah.
I just came home, like the minute we came home, I just stuck it in there. And then like, I swear it was like 9 months, a year later, I took it out and it was like good as new.
Yeah.
Ew,
Like it
didn't
never,
smell or
it
anything?
never dies.
Yeah, it never
Ew,
dies.
There's
that's
good
so
stuff in there.
creepy.
It's the good stuff.
Ew.
Yeah, I got injected with all of
That's
it.
making me sick for some reason.
It's made me feel
No, good
real
reason.
good.
You don't really need to
Oh
explain.
my
It's
God,
totally
was it
gross.
like a Ziploc bag?
Yes, it's exactly what it was. Like a medical one. It said like
Okay.
Cedar Sinai on it, but it was totally a Ziploc bag.
You take it to lunch by accident and you're like,
Oh, it was
chewy.
in the middle of the night. That's baloney.
That's so gross.
Yeah.
Because I know people eat it and they suck it back. And
I don't want to eat it, but I'll get it injected into my limbs.
Oh, God.
That's way different. It's like I'll get your body back because I want to play until I die.
Until you die,
and the
okay.
doctor's like, if I inject this into you, you get to pretend you're like 30 again. And I'm like,
Then I
inject
want
me.
it.
Do it. Please do it. He's like, I'm not going to use any anesthesia. It's going to hurt. And I was like, okay.
I'll
do
get
it.
that for my vagina, make her feel 30 again. Relive her youth.
You're not that old. Your vagina hasn't changed. That's a lie.
Well,
I've
I don't know.
I've seen some old pussies. They stay.
you know, they actually have, you know what they do? I've seen some older porn.
Yeah.
They kind of do stay, yeah.
Hey everybody, this show is sponsored by BetterHelp Online Therapy. You go online and you talk to a therapist and then they help you with your problems. If you don't like that guy, you can get another guy or another girl or whatever. Well, no, they're probably guys and girls all the way around, but you can keep seeing them. I use therapy. I was like, hey man, you don't need therapy, you're tough. And then I was like, yeah, I'm super tough. And then I cried a lot and was like super angry. And I was like, you know what? I'm sick of this shit. And then I went and saw a therapist. And you know what? It worked.
You know, I obviously can't promise this sort of thing, but in my personal experience with therapy, the thing that's driving you crazy, the thing that's keeping you up at night, the thing that you're spinning out on, when you say it out loud to a licensed professional, you'll find out it's not quite as bad as you thought it was, and it's never been easier to do so. BetterHelp is entirely online. It's designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule.
It's not your fault, bro.
Just fill out a brief questionnaire, get matched with a licensed therapist, and as Jason said, you can switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. Get it
Bro.
off your chest, man.
Bro,
Yeah.
it's not your fault.
Get it off your chest with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/Ellis today.
not your
Get
help.
10% off your first month. That's $1 out of every $10. That's BetterHelp.
H-E-L-P. I can spell.
HELP.com/Ellis.
Hey everybody, Jason Ellis here, reminding you that Blue Chew is the greatest thing ever invented. Sliced bread, my ass. You get it discreetly. It comes in these little packets, and then you rip the packet, and there's a little thing, and you put it in your mouth, and you chew it, and Bob is your uncle. I highly recommend it. If they were selling shares, I would give them whatever money I have. If they wanted me to get the tattoo, I would. I use it. I love it. I live for them. I don't know what I would do without them.
Are they hiring a mascot?
Yeah,
You could be
I
a
would-
freelance mascot. Just
I will
run
be
around
one of
and
the
show
blue
up,
men and
just
not go to
dancing.
Vegas.
Look
Hell.
out, world. Here I chub. Blue Chew wants to help you have better sex. Discover your options at BlueChew.com. Chew it and do it. And we got a special deal for our listeners. Try Blue Chew free when you use the promo code
Ellis?
at checkout. Just pay $5 shipping. That's BlueChew.com. Promo code
Ellis.
to receive your first month free. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. Chub up safely. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring the podcast.
One time I did sleep with a lady that had a lot of babies, and maybe because I didn't know her before she had the babies, but she did have a giant box. And I was like, I wonder if that's from the babies.
How
But
many babies?
I didn't want to ask her. I think 3.
Yeah, probably. If
But it
she
was
all
like-
had vaginal births.
And she even said something about, like, she was like, oh, cool, that'll work. And I was like, what? Like, what do you mean? Like, and I didn't want to, because I didn't want to pry, you know what I mean? But it was
she's like, supersize me.
she was like, she was more concerned, like, for me, that it was, like, if I wasn't
Yeah.
a certain kind of width, that
Were
I
you gonna
wasn't
have
going to
to
have a
to
good
invite a
time.
buddy
Yeah,
over?
yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, what a kind lady. I wouldn't have given a fucking shit. I'd be like, get in, get out of my house.
You're not like that anymore. Like, you're
It's
very
so hot.
considerate with your boyfriend. You can tell you love the shit out of him.
I've never loved anyone more in my entire life.
That's
I
so
know,
cool.
it's so sad. I'm like, it's
Why
sick.
is that sad?
Because I don't think I've ever been in
It's
love
beautiful.
before. I'm realizing that.
Yeah.
I'm realizing that all the other relationships I had, what I thought was love, I'm like, not even fucking close.
I feel like that's what I'm going to say when I meet the right person.
I think that's what you say when you meet the right person. Like,
I haven't met the right person.
Well, it took me fucking 39 years.
I need a mama. That's what I needed.
That ain't love.
No. I had 3 mamas and a cunt.
Not even counting your mom.
Well, that one wasn't counted. That's why I need 3 mamas. It's
So
a
you-
long
oh,
story.
you had all different moms for the kids?
No, just one. But everybody I've ever gone out with, I turned them into my mother.
Oh.
Yeah. So then I had to grow up by myself and wake up and realize who you really are. And I'm still in the middle of it, which means I'm probably not ready to date, but it doesn't matter. No one's looking to do it anyway. So it's casual. But soon I'll be like all self-sufficient and be like, yeah, I don't need anybody. And then that person will show up because, that's how God works.
That's exactly. Well, yeah, I was done. I was like, I'm over men. I was actually convinced that my soulmate lived in Australia because every time, like, all my Australian fans are like hot guys who'd be like, "When you coming?" I'm like, "Hey, I'm gonna come over your dick." That's when I'm coming, and now I'm like, now I'm like, it's over. Because also all the guys on my Aussie Rules team were so hot.
Yeah.
I never fucked any of them. I'm so pissed off.
Why not?
I don't know. I don't know what I was doing when I was 27. I think I was in a
Too busy
relationship.
running.
That's why. Stupid.
It was a
You should've
co-ed
tackled one.
Aussie rules team.
We practiced co-ed together, but then
see.
I did play on like a lower level. There was a co-ed, and I did tackle one guy, and he got so mad he kicked me in the back of the head. But yeah, we played. There was like the lower group.
Wait,
The
you
women
tackled
were
a guy
lot-
and then when you got up, he kicked you in the head.
Yeah, and then I got a free kick, and then I.
All you
won the
got was a
game.
free kick?
Yeah.
Man, I would have beat the shit out of that guy.
No, my team almost did. They were pissed off. But yeah, all the Aussie boys are like really attractive, and they find me very funny. So that's why I'm like, I never get trolled by Australian men. Actually, it's probably the only black guys and Australian guys are the only people that don't troll me online. But man, those white boys from Massachusetts, they hate me. No, not Massachusetts, but that's Boston. No, like the middle of America.
I
Did
saw
I
you
s-
on...
I'm sorry, didn't I see on your Instagram that somebody who had stood you up for a date
Yes.
came to one of your shows?
Yes.
I'm curious how you even recognize them.
Oh no, because
Oh, what are you talking about? Those burn for life.
No, because this guy was specific. He like came. He stood me up at my parents. It was up north. It was like 5 years ago in London. Then he came to see me in Toronto, at like in my parents' cottage, like an hour and a half outside of Toronto. Then he came to a show of mine in Toronto. After he'd stood me up, and I was like, because he kept DMing me on Instagram. I'm like, he comes, he's all coked out. He's like creeping me out. He hit on my younger cousin. I was like, he ended up getting kicked out of the comedy bar because he was being so creepy. And then I was like, that's it. He DM'd me on things, and I'm like, why is this guy talking to me? Stop.
Yeah.
So then I go to London with my boyfriend last week, and I'm at a show the day before, and he's there, and he pops a green room. He's like, hey, and I was like, hi, and I wasn't like computing. I'm like,
Fair
hello.
enough.
I'm like, I know this guy from somewhere. He's like, coming to your show tomorrow. And I'm like, thanks. And he's like, yeah, blah blah blah. And I could tell by his accent it was Canadian. I'm like, how the fuck do I know this guy? And then he walked away, and I was like, oh my god, oh my fucking god. And then it all like came back, and I was like, are you kidding me? So he was being so weird. He like DM'd me. He's like, hey, if your boyfriend wants to sit beside me, none of my friends want to come. I'm sitting in the front, and I'm
Wow.
like, my boyfriend's on the show. First of all,
Yeah.
you psychopath.
Yeah.
Second of all, what the fuck? So he comes, he's sitting front row with these three. They all look like you, all these tattoo people. So I'm like,
Don't blame
I know.
me for it.
No, but I was not him. He didn't look like this.
I'm
his
just saying,
friends
I
did.
didn't do anything.
No, his friends were cool. I knew his friends were cool. So
Oh,
I like
okay.
started
Yeah, we're
fucking
cool,
with him.
yeah.
So all his friends were dying. And then after, one of his friends was like, yeah, he said that you guys are like buddies. That's why you're here. I'm like, buddies? This psycho stood me up and then acted like he didn't do fucking shit all.
How did he... You said that he was all coked out and stuff, but you were still going to give him a chance to hang out?
No. That night, no. He showed up at this show, and I was like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know why you're here. That was like a long time ago after. So he stood
Okay.
me up and then came to a show like maybe a couple months later in Toronto.
And he
I
was
like,
coked up then?
Oh yeah, big time. He
Okay.
came, he's coked the fuck up. And I was like, yuck. And then, yeah, it was so bizarre him coming to the show. And I was like, what? And then after he's like, yeah, sorry, I hope we're still cool. I'm like, what do you mean we're still cool? We're not friends.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you.
Did you break it down like that?
No, I posted that clip, and then he's like, hey, and then he's wrote this big apology, being like, I went back and I looked at my messages. I didn't really stand you up. I'm like, you fucking told me a time and place.
Yeah.
I went there, and then
Yeah.
you fucking ghosted me for 4 hours.
Yeah.
That's standing somebody up. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's simply what that is.
I don't even do if you go, like, let's go to dinner, and I go, yeah, okay, and then you go, you know what, something just came up. That I'm like, okay, done.
It's done.
And then they hit you up 2 days later and go, hey, what's going
No.
on tonight? And I'm like, no.
No, it's simply done.
Yeah, that happened to me just the other day where they were going to go to dinner and I was like, man, I don't really want to, but okay. And then they were like, oh, I'm going to go with my friends for drinks. So I made plans. I'm sorry. And I was like, that's
That's
fine.
done.
And then they hit me up 3 days later, like, how's it going? How you doing? And I was like, I'm awesome.
Bye. Yeah,
That's
bye.
it. That's all I
Yeah.
have to say about it. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, no,
Not
it's
taking you up on
everyone
that.
out here is so flaky too. I feel like it's just nonstop flake central. And I was done.
Are
And
you,
now-
but you're not in his face. Like, I remember you, dude. You're a creep. You wouldn't bother going that deep, right?
No.
Or would you?
No,
Okay.
no. I'm not like, I know my crowd work sometimes look like it's mean, but it's not mean. I'm just like, if someone's like annoying or being rude,
Yeah.
I'll say something, but I'm like, I'm not trying to be mean.
The guy the other day I saw you post that said something and you called him out and he just got up and walked out and then he came back and you went up and grabbed the mic and got him again.
Oh yeah, that one. That was my biggest viral clip. I think that was at the store.
Really?
That happened like almost like 5 or 6 months ago, maybe longer now.
Yeah.
That guy says he's a comedian. I'm trying
But
to get. I'm
he's
trying
not,
to get
though.
him banned from the Comedy Store. I fucking hate that guy.
Wait, you know who it is, but you don't know who it is.
I could not find him. I tried to tag him in the clip because he was so fucking rude to me.
Yeah.
That was the
No,
that was the one.
that was out of nowhere. Just like he had
No.
a personal thing with you.
And the context of that was I was in the main room. I didn't know who those people were in the show. So I came in, I was doing crowd work. I literally just walked from the main room on stage.
Yeah.
So I was like, blah, blah. They were, it was like a weed sponsor for the show.
Yeah.
So I was like, whatever. I was like, yeah, it was pinned on my profile, but now it's down. It's pretty far down. I'm wearing overalls.
You're always
That
wearing
helps.
overalls.
No, but these are jumpsuits. It's like overalls.
Okay.
Yeah, we gotta see the clip. It's pretty far. It was pinned on my profile for a long time, but it's like
I
I
loved
post
it.
a lot. My God, Jesus Christ! You know what? One of the fucking craziest part. I post so much. I got a check the other day from Meta. $1.
Yeah, no.
I
That's-
make $1 whole dollar.
Big
I get no
business.
sponsorships.
Yeah.
I get paid nothing because I'm all. Where the fuck is this? Oh, there it is, right there. Heckler can't. Yeah.
We're
I know.
allowed.
Can we hear? We can hear it or not? Oh yeah.
Move on.
Yeah.
Well. Oh, he's leaving. Oh, he's this pussy.
I was
Look at
so
this fucking
pissed.
pussy
Just-
walking out, taking his beer to the bathroom. Disgusting. You're gonna piss in that fucking can, fill it back up, come back. Look at this pussy. I've never seen somebody walk out like this. Look at this. Should I
was
go to the
crazy.
bathroom right now? Should I get an extension?
So I was so mad. So the rest of my set,
What?
I spent like waiting for this guy to come back. I was like, I kept going on. He wouldn't come
Yeah.
back. So I get off stage and I fucking stand in the hallway for 3 sets.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, the context was I didn't know these two sponsored the show. Also, I wasn't being. It was a guy and a girl.
Wait a minute. That guy sponsored the show.
No, he knew the two. He was friends with the guy's show. It was.
Okay.
A comedian, Mike Glazer, who's
Yeah.
a great guy.
Yeah.
He was friends with him.
Yeah.
So I guess he was trying to like be like, a bit nice. He's like, oh, they sponsor the show. But I wasn't being like, fuck you guys. I was like, oh, how are you guys friends? They're like, oh, we're coworkers. And I'm like, oh, they go, no, I'm gay. And then I literally said, man, I love a safe gay man. And then the guy yelled out, they sponsored the show. And I was like, huh? Like, I wasn't saying like, that's why I was so fucking thrown off, because I usually was like, if I was making fun of his appearance or if I said something at all offensive, but I
Yeah.
didn't for once in my life. So I was like, huh? And it was just the tone of it was so fucking condescending. I was like, who the fuck? And
I mean, he knew it. When you go, well, he's already up and leaving.
He's up and leaving.
And I don't think I've ever seen a heckler bounce that quick.
So
like
quick.
you hadn't said anything about him yet.
Nothing.
I mean, okay, was there a vibe that he was about to go down in flames?
Oh,
Sure. But
yeah,
that
I
was
was
like
ready.
an experienced heckler almost.
Yes.
To know to clear out before you start setting him on fire.
Yeah, it's a stick and move.
And then,
Yeah, right.
So yeah.
Yeah.
But then, no, it gets worse. The whole story gets worse because I fucking hate this guy. I hope he watches this. I don't know his name. And when I find it, you're fucking. I don't like to troll, but I will. He literally, I can't stand this guy. So I go back on stage. He comes back in. So I go to Mike. I go, can I please go back on stage? Mike's like, of course you can. So I grab the mic, gets up again, and immediately leaves.
Yeah, I know.
So now I'm outside the store pacing. I'm looking for this fucking guy. I was so fucking mad. So he sees the clip go viral. He gets all pissed off at me, and I'm like, buddy, you had your chance to stay there. He goes,
messaged you.
He messaged Mike, the guy's show was, being like, I would have fucking roasted her. I would have ripped her in half. He's like, my dick's bigger than hers. I'm like, buddy, now you're saying I have a fucking dick? Come back to my fucking show of mine, sit fucking front row and say it to my fucking face.
Yeah.
You had 2 fucking chances. If you're listening, you had 2 fucking chances to roast my ass. You didn't. You fucking left the room. So I don't know what to tell you.
Have
I
roast
hate
battle.
this guy.
What is this
no,
guy?
I would never waste my fucking time with this
Yeah.
piece of shit. He's such a fucking
But
loser.
he is a comedian. You
Says
found that
he
out.
is. He's not a comedian. He's a fucking open mic loser. And guess what? Nah, you're never gonna get on a show if I have anything to do with it. Sorry. Then him like calling me like an ugly man, texting the guy Mike saying that I look like a man, I have a dick, all this
Wait,
shit. I'm
how
like,
do you find this out?
because
Mike's
the guy
telling you?
Mike told me,
But he won't tell you his.
but he won't tell me
Yeah,
his
but-
name.
Dude, what's it? Dude, sorry, Mike.
Tell
what
me,
the fuck
I
is
know.
that?
I need to know his name. I
like
hate
you're gonna
this
say
guy.
that the guy's talking shit on her and not give it over to her?
I need his name. I simply must.
Did you folks see George Lopez walking off stage? This was on TMZ today.
No.
He was
Man,
somebody
he
was
did not look good.
somebody was.
I mean, I know
now,
everybody gets older, but dang.
What? Oh no.
He
looks
looks like,
like-
he looks like Steve Bannon.
Looks
He
like
looks
a
like that
blown out
guy.
Santa.
Oh my God, that's him.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Right?
Oh no. Oh no.
He looks
Maybe
like
what's the how did Tim Allen become Santa Claus in the Santa
Yeah, no.
Claus?
what's the guy Nick Nolte when he got? Remember when Nick Nolte got like a DUI and it was like the arrested photo?
One of the original viral mugshots.
yeah, like that's
Wait, what happened to him? That's it?
Okay, so no. So what happens is he walks off stage, and I will say, in fairness to everybody, we don't know the preceding.
People keep saying, "Do you like we want to get you a shot?" Like people kept bringing up getting him a drink. And
Yeah.
he found that to be
Okay.
offensive.
People are
Offensive.
talking. People are talking to him,
Buddy,
and
bring him up when I'm on stage. I am
and
not
he starts to say,
offended.
basically, "I'll give you so many strikes before I go." Like one strike,
Oh.
2 strikes, 3 strikes, you're out. And here's the video. It's pretty self-explanatory.
Get a prescription.
I mean, this crowd does sound horrible.
Yeah.
I mean, this crowd's horrendous.
You go to the doctor and they write your prescription. That's 2. Are we gonna be able to let me do the show? Should I we just cut it right now? I'm serious. I seem like an asshole. I'm the one working.
Honestly, I'm on his side for this.
So, listen, I fucking waited to come back over here, man. Come on, please. Just fucking watch the show. That's all you have to do. Don't even fucking laugh if you don't want to. I don't give a fuck. Just relax, man. Fine. I'm serious here. Come on, man. Let's go.
Yeah, he fucking warned you.
You back that?
I do back that.
You back that if you're the headliner and it's your show?
If you're the headliner, and was that his show?
Yes, and he left 30 minutes ahead of his scheduled time. The venue, it's some casino, is offering refunds.
Yes, as long as he's been fucking doing it. If he was literally like, "Can you just stop?" and they're
Yeah.
not fucking shutting up. First of
Yeah.
all, that woman should have been escorted out
Agreed.
immediately.
Yeah.
Because now everybody else is getting fucked over. But like, I am 100% aside for that. I thought it was gonna be like a Rob Schneider thing where he's been pissing people off. They've been walking out. Have you seen this?
I don't want to. I've heard about it. Were there 2?
There's 2. Also, I'm like, I've never really found him funny at stand up anyway, so I don't
Yeah.
that whatever. But I'm like, honestly, with this, there's sometimes shows where I'm doing, especially if it's his show and he's headlining and everyone's there for him. When it's
Yeah.
your fucking show, you can say what the fuck you want. Like sometimes I'm at a club and I'm like, I walked a couple like in San Antonio a couple weekends ago, and I was like, God, I want to walk off stage right now, but I was like, it's not, everyone's not here for me. There's some like free ticket giveaways or whatever the fuck it is, but like,
Yeah.
when it's your fucking show, you've been doing it that long, and you're like, just please listen to me, and you're not, fuck you. It's a waste of fucking time.
I can see the perspective of maybe it's not like right or wrong in the comedy code, but like, I'm George Lopez. I don't feel like doing this right now. I can walk away, and it's not like my tour's getting canceled over this.
No.
Like, it's like you talk about having fuck you money. Maybe he doesn't have fuck you money. He has no thank you money. No thank
Yeah.
you. I don't choose. I'll give back the money. I don't really care. This show's over. I'll try again tomorrow when that lady's not here.
Yeah, but it also sounds like other people weren't like backing him up either. The whole thing just sounded very annoying, and it's like, if they're your fucking fans there to see you, they should be so focused on you and laughing at every single thing. Also, that woman should have been escorted. I don't know how she was still there the whole time. That makes no sense.
You know, the other night I had a heckler for the first time really in my career where I was Uncle Laser was on this show and then he was doing your show at the Comedy Store and he was like, "Man, I got another gig.
Oh, do you want
to do it for me?" And I was like, "Yeah, man, like I'm dying to get up." So yeah. So I go to this weird little theater thing and I get there and they're like, "Who are you?" And I'm like, Uncle Laser sent me, which I know sounds ridiculous. And they're like, "Wait, he's your uncle?" And I'm like, "No, his name is
God.
Uncle." And I'm like, "I'm fucked. I'm so fucked." And now I'm in a green room, and then the guy comes in. He goes, "Oh man, I didn't understand what Uncle Laser was saying, so I got somebody else. But you could stay. You guys can like share." And I'm like, I don't need to do
God.
this. And now I'm in this room by myself, and I came early, and being sober guy around everything, like when things get awkward for me, they get turned up to 11, where I'm just like, I really don't need to be here. But it's like, we're gonna put you on, and they're like, where do you want to go up? And I was like, the sooner the better. And they go, we're gonna put you second last. And I was like,
I just
okay. And then Brianna texts me, and she goes, when are you going up? I'm like, second last. She's like, did you ask to go up early? I was like, yeah. She's like, and they said that. I'm like, yeah. She's like, you can leave if you want to. And I was like, I don't do that. I'm lucky to have a spot. I'm going to do it. And then one guy's being nice to me in the green room, and he goes out, and then he comes back. He goes, man, there's a heckler out there, like talking all kinds of shit. And I was like, oh, okay. And I'm like, man, what am I going to do? Like, because I noticed one time it happened in Florida where somebody was really drunk and they kind of got aggressive. And I said something about them because I was doing a gay joke, because that's half my shit. And I was like, people that get triggered by gay stuff are usually kind of hiding it. And he got angry at me. And I was like, if you want to go, dude, like I will knock you out. And then I was not funny anymore. And I was like, don't ever do that again. Like, just stay funny.
You should have said, I'll knock you out, then I'll suck your dick because it'll be easier.
I did. And then I said, I'll film it, and then everyone will know you've got the game.
Yeah.
But I was still angry about it because I could tell he actually really wanted to go. And I'm like, okay, now I'm in go mode. Like, I'm like, if we do fight, like I am ready. Yeah. But I'm not funny when I'm ready. It's gone out the window.
No. You have to try to not get angry.
But I go out there, and as soon as I start, maybe like, I don't know, it seemed like a minute in, like this girl starts talking. I'm like, oh, it's a girl. And I'm like, oh, I don't know. And she sounded like that. That's what triggered it. She was sort of like, blah, 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 blah. And it wasn't really anything coherent. And I was like, I'll just forget about it. And then I go a little bit more, and I was like, yep, I got you, lady. Like, I hope you're having a good time. I don't know what I said, but I was like, good for you. And she did it again to a point where a guy in the front turned around and flipped out on her and was like, shut the fuck up. And I was like, whoa, dude, calm down. Like, I got this. And now I'm like, okay, now I got to talk to this girl. And the lights where I can't see her. It's like, there's just on the front. She's just I just hear this lady, and I was like, you kind of sound like a big lady. Are you a big lady? And then people in the crowd start snickering a little bit. And I was like, oh, I know you. And she's like, you don't know me? And I'm like, no, I know exactly who you are. You got big areolas, huh? And then everyone sort of jumped in. And then I did like 10 minutes on her and made it all work out. And it was like the first time I've ever, because I was like, this is going to suck. And then I turned it into, all my material went out the window. And it was the first time I ever just did like a whole bunch of stuff on this lady. And I didn't feel bad because she was such a dick.
Yeah.
And I didn't say, you're a sea bomber or anything. I just did little things.
When you say big lady, I was like, uh-oh, this is not going to be good.
Yeah, I didn't say you. Listen, you fat.
You fat piece of shit.
I said you're big. And
yeah.
What?
I have a little clip of it.
You do?
Yeah.
How did you do that?
So don't be too mean, We could be good together. We could go to the movies. You know what I mean? You can drive.
Is that baby reindeer? Oh, it's just a
what is
that woman? No, you can't use that woman.
I've never seen.
Here's the problem, and
Where
I know
the fuck did that edited video with subtitles and fat ladies in a car come from? When was I going to find out about that? That's crazy. Holy shit!
I feel like because of all these crowd work clips, crowds have gotten worse.
Yeah.
It's provoking
I think that's
them.
I think a lot of comics have the same opinion now, because it's just like, you go to a show and they're like, but you do this online. Like, now I have people specifically come to my shows and specifically sit up front because they want me to talk to them. And they want weird shit. Wow. Like, a lot of women will DM me before, like, my husband's here, he's so fucking ugly, make fun of him. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. Like, also,
You've gotten that direct message.
I get that direct. Exactly. They'll say what table they're at and what he looks like. She'll be like, he's wearing this hat, this shirt, and this is where we're sitting.
Wait, and she doesn't want him to know that she said that?
No. I don't know what, it's like really strange. Or people will purposely sit up front and like want me to like, or like try to like, I had this really interesting conversation with this autistic guy in Amsterdam, and I sent him the clip to okay everything because it was so weird. I was like making fun of him because I was asking what apps out there, and he's like, I guess they have them, and I'm like, what, do you make your own on the dark web? You fucking creep. What the hell are you doing? And he goes, no, that's not autistic stereotype. And I go, no, man, I was just saying you're a fucking creepy single guy. this has nothing. I'm like, I didn't fucking know you're autistic. How the hell am I supposed to know?
Yeah.
Like, don't try to fucking throw me under the bus. 'Cause I don't know. And then like, he was kind of laughing, so it kind of went on. But it was like, just so insane the way people try to like either twist your words up there or like try to like bait you into something else. It's very bizarre. But yeah, I the amount of people I have now that specifically want, and I have couples that like, it's like a kink.
What?
They want me to like fucking rip them. They want it. They desperately want it.
I mean, you're so quick. Do you think to yourself, hell yeah, another clip? Or are you like, hey, this is getting out of hand?
Sometimes I'm like, I just want to do like I'm trying to run my hour. I'm doing a special in October and I'm like trying to fucking like, I gotta run but now I'm like, I know people are coming for the crowd work. So I'm like, I feel bad if I don't do crowd work, then I'm like, I have to do it now.
It feels like where this is going is comedians are going to have to do crowd work encores. Like the rock concert's like, thank you, good night. And then we come back out and actually play the hit that you were here for. It's like, I'm going to do my hour. Because, you know, we've seen it with people who have the signature bit where the people are calling for it. And they're like, I'm going to do the fucking signature bit. How stupid do you think I am? Just wait for it. Maybe it just needs to be a thing. Like, I will insult every one of your little dicks. Just in my time.
Yeah, it's really strange.
Yeah.
I mean, I like it. It was also one of those weekends where I'm like, I don't feel like running my sets. Like before I knew I got the special, I was like, I don't fucking care. I'll just keep doing crowd stuff.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, fuck, I have to goddamn have this hour pristinely ready to go.
Yeah, so you have to get through it.
And I'm not. It's like I'm still doing like 20 minutes of crowd work on every fucking show.
Do you ever say, hey, I've got to get to my material, enough with your little dick?
I think soon enough I'm gonna have to do that. I think I'm doing like some hours in Canada. I'm doing some theater shows coming up, and I'm gonna have to be like, look, I'm gonna bluntly say it. I'm like, look, I will do 15 minutes of crowd work right now off the top. But then I have to run this fucking set. Like I simply must do the full hour.
And hopefully your fans would respect that.
I think they would, especially in Canada.
They're Canadian.
That's why I'm really testing it out in Canada. Because I've been testing out the joke. I know the jokes work. I've been doing them for a fucking year, but I need, you need to do it in succinct and like get it like the timing perfectly and cut the fat.
Do you start to understand what type of heckler it is as soon as they open their mouth?
Immediately.
Right?
Immediately. I can tell if they're there for me, and I know it's going to be a good interaction because I can tell that they want to give me something weird or like there's something going on. If people specifically buy front row seats, I could tell that they're there for me. It's the ones that I could tell were dragged by another girl who you can tell I don't normally like female comedians. Something's with my waist. That guy, I fucking hate that guy. That's the worst fucking guy. So now I'm like trying to like prove to him that I'm funny or that I'm witty and quick, whatever. Yeah. Or the people that get free tickets that don't like me immediately and then they start drinking and they get mad. Those people need to get the fuck out of a show. I don't give a fuck if you walk out of my show. I walked a guy in San Antonio. It was so funny because I made fun of the top zipper in his sweater.
But he did have that. So.
And it was also, I didn't say anything dirty yet. I couldn't believe it. I was like, is that guy leaving? I'm like, because of the top zip? And like, everyone around him was like, what? It was so fucking crazy.
Because at one point he was in the mirror going, oh shit, look at that zipper.
Yeah.
And you were like, that's the dumbest shit ever. And he was like, wait, you're right.
Well, his wife was laughing really hard. And I think he got really pissed. You could tell that she was like, don't wear this fucking sweater. And he was.
Yeah.
And then I just went off on the sweater. And then he's like, and then I saw them walk out and I was like, God,
wow.
How do women stay in these relationships? So upsetting.
It goes both ways.
Like, how?
It goes both ways.
I disagree.
Crazy.
I disagree with that. I think there's more eligible women than eligible dudes. I think it works out in guys' favor. There's a lot of guys out there that are in relationships or getting laid or having children provided for them, and it's just the woman was like, sooner or later I had to just settle on one of you.
Yeah.
Ooh, I've never touched one before. So much skin.
It's all skin.
It's so skin. Skin.
He didn't like the way you touched him.
Yeah, I didn't like the way he was touching him either.
Kind of looks like the umbilical cord that was in my butter jar.
Hey,
and his little hairless balls.
That's my best friend.
Those are the most hairless nuts I've ever seen in my life.
They were 4 times the size of that until I got cut off the other day.
The other day?
Yeah. He just recovered.
Didn't like the way I was touching him. Well,
he just got the bucket off his head.
How do you touch a hairless cat? No, I didn't pet it. I panicked.
Come on. You did like a weird finger poking thing.
Yeah, I think that's how I was touching it. Like, one of the biggest dicks I've ever seen. I poked it like that first because I didn't know what to do with it.
It's okay.
How did you settle on the theme for your podcast? Why do you take such an interest in people's bodily ailments?
I've had so many. I started when I lost my virginity when I was 19. And I bled so profusely I had to rush to the hospital. I had something called a thick hymen, which nobody else ever heard of. So thick. Isn't that a turn on? Oh, my fucking thick hymen.
Wow, that would have been so prized in the medieval era.
Yeah. Now, no. I mean, I probably would have a great placenta when it came out with my umbilical cord. Very juicy. I'll save it for you, Jason.
I mean, it's just get the doctor to inject it in me. I don't want to eat it, all right?
But yeah, it was so fucked up as a 19-year-old, and I go into the hospital, and it was like a very rare thing that they thought something was stuck inside me, but it was just like I bled for 24 hours straight. Like it was bad. Oh yeah.
What kind of a thing do you do to seal your bleeding box?
You don't. You just bleed
It just
out.
keeps going.
Yeah, I
don't put a pad on?
I wore 14 night pads.
Because I've had like crazy nosebleeds where it won't stop bleeding, and then I have a thing on it, and then I go, man, it's starting to hurt inside my mind, and then I take the tissue off, and it goes, whoa, and there's this big blood clot. Did you have a big blood clot coming in?
Yeah, I had clots.
Yeah, that's cool.
Fucked.
I would want to see that.
No, it was bad. I was also 19. It was so scary. Before that, I had like ovarian cyst when I was in grade 8. And that was bizarre.
Ooh.
I had to take like birth control for 2 years when I was in grade 8. I'm like not having sex, so it shrinks it.
Wait, what? Oh, okay.
Everything I get, I have this thing. I have these like, crazy rashes from the sun I get in my hands. It's like a weird form of eczema that doctors don't know. After the COVID vaccine, I got the worst hives for a year straight. Like I'm talking, like I would break out to the point where my throat would close up, and I'd have to go to the hospital and get like, oh yeah, it's bad. So I'm very.
Do you eat good?
Yes, I do.
Have you ever tried animal-based diet?
Like paleo? What do you mean?
Brianna, can you explain it faster? Because I don't want to drag it.
It's basically like organic grass-fed meat of
Okay.
any kind, and then raw milk, raw cheese, no vegetables except for like sweet potato.
No vegetables.
Animal-based, but like dates, bananas, apples.
Okay, I eat most of that.
It's not bad.
I don't. The raw milk grosses me out.
Guess
drink
what
almond
raw milk tastes like? Milk.
I don't drink milk.
Oh. Okay,
Yeah,
but
milk
I did the almond milk and the oat milk and the coconut milk, and then I did this thing because I had hemorrhoids, and then sometimes my butt would bleed.
Wait,
and not
I
from
still
butt
have
fucking.
hemorrhoids right now. What the heck? Did this make it go away?
Yes.
Okay, then I have to try it.
See, this is the craziest one, and Tully tries to make jokes all the time because I got butt fucked a lot, but I retired from getting butt fucked, and I still had a bleeding ass, and Tully was like, maybe it's like...
Ass PTSD. Yeah. Just still has an emotionally bounced back.
PTassD.
Which is not cool, man. No, that's not why. But I started this diet, and then no more...
Really?
Yeah, and then
Okay.
and the poopies, like, every time I do a poopies now, because you take that shit for granted, man. Now I do a poopie, and I go... Oh,
I'm not crying.
So this is how the other half shits.
Yeah, and then I wipe and I go, wow, that was convenient. And I'm like, okay, I'm never going back. Until my butt starts like rejecting stuff again, I'm never going back. Everything I ever do with my butt now is like, and then off I go with my day.
I don't know what that was, but okay, I don't.
It used to be
That's how he
emotional
wipes?
sometimes.
That's how I was like, you just clap it out of your ass.
No, I'm saying like sometimes you wipe it, it's like because you got hemorrhoids. This is gross, but I have like I had lumpy butt. And then, like, you got to get tissue, baby wipe around the ball. You know what I mean?
I can't believe you were still. Mine's like a half in, half out. Mine's like it's mostly in.
Yeah, half out. Yeah, one of mine was out. Yeah.
Okay, I can't. And you still fucked with them? That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my god! 'Cause
I couldn't feel it.
Yeah, but he like went to the doctor and like had surgery.
Oh, I just went to the doctor last week. My hemorrhoids was that bad. I was like, something has to be done.
Yeah,
Dude, I was at the
I got
urgent care
cut.
last week, and some guy came in. I felt really bad. Do they always ask you what you're there for?
Yeah, and you can say, because I used to say it. I don't feel like telling you. I want to tell the doctor.
I just
That's what
think
I say.
they can make
'Cause
you
I
write
hate
it
saying
down,
Yeah,
or
no,
like,
no,
can we
no.
do hand? Because the guy, he just was some dude. I never would. He could have had a
said
sniffle.
hell- yeah.
And they said, "What are you here for?" And he's like, "Man, my hemorrhoids are just really bad." And then everybody in the waiting room pretended that we didn't see him turn
Yeah.
around and just go, "Oh, go into a
Here's-
chair." Like, why?
I'm getting pissed. Everybody has hemorrhoids. If you think you don't, you do.
I got him in high school.
Literally, everyone's had them. They will have them. Get them. So I try to talk about this on stage more because I want to be open about it. Because I'm like, I know it's so funny.
I've
The
got it.
second
I've
I
had
get off
everything.
stage, every single one comes up to me and goes, I have hemorrhoids. I'm like, fucking answer me when I fucking talk about it. Because I'm
Yeah.
like, especially out here, I was doing the joke because I went to buy preparation H. And I went to 3 fucking pharmacies and there was no creams. Sold out. I'm like, excuse me? You're telling me none of you in fucking LA have hemorrhoid?
Yeah.
Where's the fucking cream then? Where is it?
I would assume that homeless people are using it to make meth.
No.
If something is sold out everywhere at the drugstore, I'm like,
It's-
what drug are they making with that now?
Everyone's
stir it with
anus is
shaver
so
heads.
bad.
Yeah.
It's so bad. But yeah, so I always have a problem. So that's why people, and I think on the podcast, I think I like when comics, most comedy podcasts, well, not this one, most of those like, how did you start in comedy? And it's the same fucking conversation I've had 12 times in a day. So I'm like, this is a way for comics to tell stories. Like, I want you to come on and do your whole stem cell shit because it's stories like that. I've had people find out what they have through somebody else talking about it. I've had 3 people now get diagnosed from something else somebody else has. They're like, I didn't know I had that. And now they found out.
I got it in my face.
The stem cell thing?
Yeah.
Hemorrhoids?
Most pain. Yeah, I mean, look at me.
He got fucked in the face a lot. Yeah. That's any.
And wiping up afterwards. So
I'm like upset you're not gay anymore. I feel like
Why?
because it's
You're
so
not getting any. Why would you care?
because I feel like it's just
It's not like you missed a window or anything.
It's so easy. There's so many more options.
Yeah, that is true. But look. Here's what it is. Man, I'm bad. I'm a liar. I'm a cheater. I'm all
You a
these bad
cheater?
things. I was.
Bad.
So I'm trying to stop I'm trying to stop all the things that now that I know the reasons that I've done all these things because I'm sober, blah, blah, blah. And I know like all my little things that I've done to like hide from stuff and not face things. And I'm like, I'm coming out, I'm facing everything. I'm admitting my wrongs and I'm trying to move on and feel good about who I am. And I can't feel good about who I am if I keep living that life. I can tell where it's going to go and I'm going to kill myself. Like, I can't live with myself being like that to other people because I care about people.
Okay.
And I'm like, you're a dick. When it really comes down to it, you're an asshole. And I don't want to live
you
like
love
that
fucking
anymore. So I'm not doing that
yes,
anymore.
okay.
So I have to cut everything off. And I feel like it's kind of like, if I hang out with people that smoke weed all the time, I'll end up smoking weed. Like if I go to the bar every night, I'll probably drink again. So it's like, I don't want to fuck a bunch of whores. No offense. I miss whores. And gay guys are whores. And
Not all of them.
porn stars are whores. And I like those too. And I like tattoo chicks. You know what I mean? Like I like all those people, but I'm just like, I got to stop and like sort it out. And then maybe, find one. And then, if I get a girlfriend and she goes, it'll be really horny if we have a threesome with a guy. Okay. But not now. Not right now. I need to like stay cool, not bang anybody, and then find somebody, and then go. Then I don't know. But right now, when it's like, hey, what's up? And I'm like, ew. When you say that, it makes me mad. Like I get instantly triggered by you going, sup? And I'm like, sup what? Sup like just blow me? Just blow you? No. Fuck off. God. I don't like that. Like talk to me. Buy me dinner or something.
My God, you're a romantic now.
No, but I'm a little bit. Yeah, a little bit.
Cheater. That's my one. That's it for me. You cheat, it's done. There's no.
Yeah, because I didn't want to. I never maliciously did it. It was just I get in a window where someone would be like, hey, and I'm like, and I'll just blow you, and I'm like, and then after I'd be like, dude, why do you do that?
Yeah, that's crazy.
But it was never like, yeah. I got this one, and this one behind my chick's back. Like I was never like that.
Okay.
But which would have made it easier because I'd probably still be able to live like that. But I hate me when I do it. Like you hate me for cheating. I hate me more. You just don't realize it. And neither did I because I was high all the time. Now I know.
Okay,
I despise myself for those actions. So now I just don't want to do that to anybody ever again. I swore I would never do that.
Well, there you go.
So yeah, right now, just like, I go to dinner with people. Or I don't even go to dinner. We like go to coffee because it's safer. And then I go, yeah, no. Because it's not the one.
You haven't met the one.
Not even close.
I knew this guy was the one when he saw me do my fart joke on stage, and then after wanted to get me a drink.
Wait, you've been on a date with somebody and you did your fart joke, and the guy was like, "And I'm out."
No. But like this guy saw me on stage for the first time, and then he wanted to talk to me after.
Did you fart in front of him?
Nonstop, and he hates it.
That's love?
I don't give a fuck. I will fart all the time. If I had to fart right now, I probably would. And I'd be like, sorry. I'm not holding it in anymore. I don't care. I'm 39. My stomach hurts. I'm not fucking bottling up my ass and walking around like we don't all fucking fart all the time. It's not
I don't want to
happening.
fart. I don't want to like try to get one to come out to fart next to my girl. But if I have like that, I need to really fart. To me, it's like a bonding experience because it's the way you handle it. Mm-hmm. If I fart and you go, oh my God,
I never.
Like, no way.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, okay, well, maybe I'm not for you because guess what? I do fart, like people do. But if you laugh, or you try to run away from it. One time I was dating a girl. She was a witch, but that's like the only people that are into me. And we were walking on the street, and she was holding my hand, and we've been seeing each other for like 2 months. And I was like, God damn it, I really need to fart. And she was like, really? And I was like, yeah, it's like, and I'm going into the club. I'm not sure. And I was just like, Reh. And she was holding my hand. And she let go of my hand like, what the fuck? But then she laughed and then came back and held my hand. And I was like, I feel way closer to you right now than I ever have. That's bad?
Is your wife farting for you?
No, we're pretty much fart prudes in front.
Really?
It happens, and it's funny when it happens, but everybody goes to lengths to prevent it from happening.
So you're going to the bathroom all the time. But at night when you're sleeping, what's going on with her? You just both pretend that you're not?
Well, she falls asleep before I do. I don't know what she hears me doing. She's got a way bigger problem with me snoring than me farting. Okay. It's so rare that it actually happens. And somehow we've been able to keep that sort of magic alive. Again,
I hate when people say that though. I hate when couples are like, "We want to keep the magic alive." How do you know that one fart's you think it's gonna ruin it?
No, because we have farted in front of each other and it hasn't ruined it. We have some wonderful, cherished memories of like the time.
Do you guys eat ass?
Yes.
Well, sorry if I was. I know that was.
Yeah.
You really, that's alarming to me. I don't know why. You really certainly don't seem like an ass eater to me. I think it's the shoes, the socks. I don't know what it is.
You do give off that. I don't want to say I'm surprised.
Shocked?
What?
That you don't give off an ass eating vibe?
Well, I'm shocked that I've known him for 20 years.
I've never asked you that.
Well, no.
You know why I've never asked you that? Because I felt like that might have been inappropriate.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dude. That's why I was like, man, I can't believe that just came out of my mouth at you. So.
I don't understand why it has to do with, like, farting doesn't make that cooler.
It's not you, dude, I'm worried about. It's your wife I'm worried about.
Yeah.
I don't want you to talk about, your
private
life.
I understand what you're saying.
Unlike me.
All the lines... All rules are made to be broken.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's not like I can never see you sexually. I mean, we've had kids together. We've been in the trenches. Everybody's been sick. Everybody.
That is the grossest thing I've ever
Everybody
seen.
ate some taco they shouldn't have eaten in Mexico, and we've dealt with the aftermath. It's just like day in, day out. It's like you don't need to brush your hair just because we're only going to see each other all day. But it's still nice if you do.
Yeah.
That's kind of where the farting thing is.
Okay,
it's not a
that's
conversation.
bizarre.
We never like negotiated a truce on farting. It's always come pretty naturally to us.
Were you farting with are you from family of farters or not really?
No.
Okay, that's.
But I do come from a family of pimple poppers. And
I love that.
And I was never. That was a form of bonding that I never participated.
That's
in.
one thing that I would consider being gay again, because guys get way better pimples than girls.
Yeah, on the back.
And I used to pop my brother's zits, and the only thing that I could think of now is like if I had a boyfriend and he had zits, then I'd be all over it.
That will make you gay again. A big, juicy whitehead.
Yeah, back zits. Because if I ever get one, I'm like, I can't. Even if I get it, it's not satisfying. I can't see it pop. Yeah. I need to be like in on it. Like I want to be a part of the whole thing. You ever shit the bed?
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, like bad mushrooms.
Yeah, I like unbelievable. Like the most. I was like, I was sick. Like I had the flu. And I went to the bathroom before I went to bed, and I was like, man, I am like really hurting. I'm like real sick. And then I go to bed. This is with my last wife. She's a nice person. And I was in bed, and like I woke up like explosively shitting myself. Like it woke me up.
That's bad.
And usually I lie on my side, but it was weird. I was on my back, and I just woke up like, whoa. And I'm like, what is happening?
God.
And I'm like, nah. And I'm still like kind of coming to, and I'm like, maybe I dreamed it, but I feel like I just shit myself. And then I get...
Was she in the bed with you?
Yeah. And then I get up, and I'm like, I feel around, I'm like, oh my God, like, this is like a horror scene. And I'm like, because I'm not really awake yet. I'm still like, my brain's not working. So I had this theory where I was going to cut the sheet off and take it all off without waking her up.
Yeah.
And then I realized like that's not gonna happen.
No.
So then I
in the garbage.
And if she wakes up and you're in the middle of the job with the box cutter, that sort of creates a whole other situation.
But this is like what a good person
Scary.
she was, because I was like, hey, I had to say, I was like, hey.
I don't know how she didn't wake up from the smell.
Well, but then I was like, hey, because she didn't wake up, and she's like, what? And I'm like,
I love you.
This is crazy, but I shit the bed, and it wasn't. At least I wasn't like a drunk. It was I'm sick. She knows I'm sick. But she got up and like helped me like clean all the sheets and everything, and then like put new bedding on or whatever. And then the next day she told me like when she was taking the the under sheet off, like it flicked and a little bit of poopy got her on the foot, and she didn't say anything. And I was like, she's a good person, man.
That's a nice lady.
Yeah, I fucked that up.
I got a piece of shit on my foot today. I
How'd
just
you
bought
do
these.
that?
I just got these Crocs. I'm a very new Croc wearer, and I was walking
How
down.
do you feel about Crocs? How are they
I
going
was
for
feeling
you?
great, and then I stepped on something. And I went fuck, and I turned around. I was like, "Oh, are you kidding me?" And I guess it like flicked up, and it like slipped a little dog poop,
Dog poop.
under dog poop
Right.
under my heel, and then I had to go to my hairdresser and I had to wash my fucking Croc and my foot in her sink.
How do you feel about Crocs now after
I
that?
still love them. I'm obsessed with them.
You're obsessed.
I just got them. I'm like
And these are
day
your first
3.
Crocs?
First Crocs ever.
I like the
got-
spikes.
I know I got the cool spikes to make them look like a
they're-
little rocker.
I'm
something.
a bit weird about Crocs.
I don't know why. I'm obsessed. For traveling too, what the fuck was I doing putting on shoes? I've ruined
Do
2
you
pairs
take
of
your
Nikes.
Crocs off when you're on the plane?
I have more than me. I'll be wearing socks on the plane.
Okay.
I'm not. No, bare feet should be illegal on an airplane.
Okay, good
I think
talk.
it's disgusting.
I agree.
And I don't know what people think they're fucking doing up there with their toes
especially when you
flopping
put
all
your
over.
foot on the back of the seat.
No. A sock should be legal on an airplane.
I don't want to go to jail or ruin a plane flight, but if I could, like if they were like, hey, like United is like, Jason, can you punch this guy for doing that? I would do that.
I would 100%.
Like if comedy doesn't work out, I would like to be a professional, punch you in the face on the plane.
No.
You could be a
Wearing
plane
shoes.
bouncer.
Yeah.
These are going to be sock and Croc combo on the airplane.
No one ever loses it on the plane while I'm there.
Same.
And I really
waiting.
envy that day.
I'm
Where
waiting.
it's like, somebody's going to take this guy out. And I'm like, oh, fuck yeah.
Oh, if someone tries to open the plane door, are you fucking kidding me?
I'm
The amount-
so into it.
I will beat that person to a pulp.
Yeah.
You're not killing me.
Yeah.
Because you're a fucking psycho.
No.
I will beat you to a pulp.
I'm
right
going to be
there
looking
everybody.
for a lot of like thank yous as well when we're deboarding.
I want
Everyone's
to be
like, thank you so much.
tagged on everyone's video so
Yeah.
I can get more
Yeah.
followers and make $3 on my Instagram.
Yeah, and if you say like, "Whoa, easy," I'll be like, "Shut the fuck!" He tried to open the door,
Yeah,
and now I'm
yes.
beating him senseless. Like,
No,
let
sorry.
me
Yeah.
beat him senselessly.
Senseless.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care if you're gonna pull a Karen and complain and just get him off the plane. That stuff's so annoying. Just get off.
Yeah, that's
get off the
different.
plane. But,
But
if
if
you're
you're being
mid-flight
violent or crazy,
oh yeah, we're done.
yeah.
You're done.
Yeah, I'm throwing
You even
bows.
touch that fucking thing.
Yeah.
I even see you looking at the door. We got problems.
Do you know jujitsu?
No, but I have like Bulgarian rage.
Yeah, I noticed the rage. You do
I
have
have
rage.
I have literally like a.
Is it
pent up-
Bulgarian?
I think so. I think it's my dad's a very rage built person, so I think I'm just like
Yeah,
I'm ready to
you
go at any time.
snap.
I snap.
Have you beaten up women before?
Yeah.
Cool. What?
Have you ever lost a fight? Or are you undefeated in street brawling?
No, I've lost. I've lost. I've
Yeah,
lost.
but you
I've
took it
won.
like a champ, though, didn't
I've
you?
lost. I've won.
It wasn't like a
That's
big
why
deal.
I loved Aussie Rules so much.
Yeah.
Fuck, because sling tackle was still allowed when I was playing.
Yeah. Wait,
Ooh.
what?
Oh,
They're
yeah,
not allowed?
Not anymore. Not in Canada. Not on this league we played on. I know. I love
For the uninitiated,
just like these where you
Shit
can just
whipperful.
grab the back of their fucking jersey and just whip them to the ground.
Yeah.
It's like, oh god,
It's
I was
pretty
just like,
satisfying.
oh yeah.
and that's bad
Just
for
to
people.
just- oh yeah.
You ever get
apparently.
mark of the day?
What?
Mark of the day.
I did once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goal of the day.
No, but Mark.
Both.
Wow.
Yeah.
Aussie,
What did you
Aussie,
play?
Aussie.
Oi.
I know.
I was a forward.
Okay.
I was like around the goals. I was a goal kicker.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I took a one-handed full sprint, one-handed snap, got mark of the day for that one.
that's
and
good.
another one in front of the goal where somebody was trying to do the shit whipper and he had the back of my jersey and I kicked it over my own head through the goals.
Oh, that's
beauty.
That's
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
That's a nice one. The over the head ones are nice.
yeah, it's pretty casual. I got a dollar coin for it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, big bucks.
So what, you played on a league out there?
Yeah, I mean, no, I was a kid.
Because you guys played in high school, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, so I didn't play for like, you know what I mean, a real team.
Mm-hmm.
Just kid shit. But we fought and stuff. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had like real arguments and
Yeah.
people drank afterwards. There was like parties and stuff.
That's the best part. My God, what would we party after? We party on the second the game's done. We're like chugging beers and we
Yeah.
all go right to a bar. Oh yeah, it was great.
Yeah, I didn't even like cricket, but in cricket, most of the like real good athletes are like drunk halfway through. Maybe not anymore because things have changed and people are like actual athletes now.
Mm-hmm.
But back in the 80s, like people were like smoking cigarettes at halftime.
I think they should be praised more as an athlete.
I agree.
I'm watching this Lance Armstrong documentary and they're complaining about people taking drugs. Everyone should have taken drugs then.
Yeah.
They should have had one race where everyone was on drugs and one race where everyone wasn't.
Yeah.
And that's it. And compare the times. Guess what? Maybe take some drugs.
Skateboarding in the 80s and the early 90s, everybody was wasted. It was the coolest. Like I was like where I was like you could just be
coolest.
you could just be shit hammered all the time and get like your team manager be like, "You drinking?" I'm like, "Yeah, I just took acid."
That's like comedy.
And they're like, "Okay, you think that's a good idea for the contest?" And I'm like,
We'll find out.
Yeah.
Did you see some California teacher was arrested and they just dropped the charges? They caught her teaching drunk. And
was she doing good teaching, or was she like half naked?
I don't know. I think she was fine. She was just obviously intoxicated. I don't think the kids would have known, but the adults could tell and they could smell it on her. So what they did is I think they charged her with a DUI because they're like, you're at the school drunk. And then her lawyer was like, well, no, I think they arrested her while she was at school. And her lawyer was like, how do you know she didn't drink at school?
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, because when it comes down to it, there isn't actually a law that makes it illegal to teach drunk.
Yeah, you can teach and drink.
Wow.
So she just walks.
I mean, drink and teach.
I mean, what the fuck if she had a bad day?
What about if it's like one of those things like
from drunk people?
Yeah, what if it's like pool? One of those things where you're better after a couple of beers.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not true.
What?
That's an optical illusion.
No. If I have a couple of drinks and I smoke the right amount of weed, I am the best pool player on the planet.
That's what I'm talking about.
But without that, I'm trash. It's a very small mix.
It's a slippery slope.
Yeah. You say that, then you have a couple, and then you're screwed. Yeah, don't play darts when you're drunk. Learn that the hard way. Woo! Over the head.
You ever hit anybody with a dart?
Yeah. I gotta.
That's pretty cool.
I gotta keep the darts.
I used to throw darts at my friends when we would get drunk.
Well, no, I wasn't trying to. I was just very drunk.
That's different.
I'm not trying to these people.
But when drunk people get hit with darts, it's pretty funny.
Yeah, I would assume if they found it funny.
Yeah,
you got to know your friends.
If you throw a dart at someone's head, it doesn't kill them.
No, if it gets their eye, that would be.
Yeah, I not try. I think I just hit a guy's like leg. I was like not bad.
Yeah, fingers, hands, no problem.
Comedy.
It is, man. Like if it goes in your head and it just sticks out for a second until the guy pulls it out, it's pretty funny.
I never want that to happen to me. That sounds like
that's fair.
Different strokes.
Yeah.
You're a lady.
Different things.
I respect you.
Yeah.
I wouldn't throw a dart at you.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
One other bit of news, it seems appropriate given the nature of the conversation we've had. I see there's a Swiss online store that's finding a lot of success selling used underwear, used tampons, used, you name it.
I'm not into that.
What else? Wait, what else?
Okay,
underwear makes sense.
Does it?
No,
So-
I mean not for me, but that seems like a classic. People love a sniff.
I just never got it.
No, trust me, my underwear are crispy. Nobody wants those.
Somebody does. See, that's the thing. Somebody does.
Oh, I know. I could make
What do you
big
mean
bucks.
crispy?
A lot of women.
I feel bad that I asked.
No,
that.
because I just have a discharge that comes out for no reason. Not
No.
like a lot, but like
What do you mean discharge?
like your vagina stuff just comes out.
It does.
Yes.
Yeah, Brock, grow up.
What the fuck
I'm
am I,
trying
doctor
to
here?
right now.
Jason thought it was him the whole time.
Yeah,
Dude,
what?
it's like-
no. It's an
you,
open
Brianna.
hole.
Dude, it's like a vending machine. There's like
Yeah.
4 or 5 different products in there.
Thank you. There's
Wait, what?
Before your period, you have a different discharge than your period. Then after your period, then if you have if your pH is off, if you're wearing tight pants, you get like a yeast infection. Everything. There's so many different things that happen down there.
Man, maybe I will be gay again.
Oh God, because of that. Because of
is-
old crispy Magoo.
That is nasty.
So why this is different from, obviously we know people have sold used underwear, etc.
Yeah.
There's people divorce themselves from the personal connection. If you're going to be a person who sells that stuff, usually it's going to be through your social media. It's going to be in your DMs. All of a sudden people can put a face. They can try to find you. This is a marketplace whereby women are like, I'm just chucking these used tampons in the garbage. Now I send them to Sabubi and they send me like a Mark Zuckerberg $3 check at the end of the month.
Huh.
$120 for used underwear?
Are you thinking
Is it
about
nice underwear?
I don't know.
No, it's probably I mean,
And $44 for used socks.
the tampon I cannot
That's
get
really the hang
past.
up, huh?
It's really the hang up here because I just
Yeah, I don't blame you. That's a fair argument. Like, what the fuck? You
like
know?
I'm grossed out by my own tampon sometimes. I'm like, this has gotta go.
Yes, I would be too
now.
by those stories. Freaking.
Crispy's making you sick. That's what
It's
lost
not making
you.
me sick. Relax.
So when you take off a woman's underwear-
I don't flinch pussies. All right, relax.
Okay, I was like, when you
got
take
the
off
right-
underwear,
I'm just playing along
they're
with
gonna
it.
be
Like,
dry?
ew, but it's not ew.
If you take off a woman's underwear and there's nothing in it, it's completely dry, then she should probably go to the hospital because something's wrong with her. That would be more concerning.
I've never.
Whole day.
Wait, you're saying if nothing comes out of your vagina?
I'm saying if a whole day and my underwear is complete. I mean, I don't think I've ever gone a day in my life where there hasn't been like a little something.
What, do you leave the bowl too quick or something?
No, it's not piss.
You don't shake it out a
It's
little?
not pee. Am I alone on this? Damn it. Man in the comments and be like, "What is she talking about? She's got something wrong with her." I do not. I go to the SD clinic more than anybody else. I'll tell you that right now. I'm a regular at my SD clinic.
Stop
I
bragging.
was. Not anymore because I don't need to. But
Yeah, me too.
But
But I used to go all the time. Clear.
Oh, I went to AHF. Shout out Hollywood and Western.
That's right. That's a good
great
one.
Ooh,
place.
that's a rugged.
Oh, it's a rugged one.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Yeah,
It's some,
but that means they
some
don't
pretty
flinch
exciting
you
rotisserie chickens
Oh,
over
yeah,
there.
no, I love
Yeah, but
that
they
one.
don't flinch you coming in with runny vagina.
It is
No.
not runny.
Sorry, Crusty.
I regret this whole conversation.
It's more like when the guy in like the military movie is dying and he's like, just that little
It's
trickle.
a little. It's
Like some guys leak like pre-cum in their pants.
What?
That's
Yes.
sexy.
and my pre-cum is not sexy. What is my pre-cum?
Wait, if it's pre-cum, then okay.
I don't know what it is. Let me Google this.
See,
now.
that doesn't
Let me-
make it better.
Yeah,
Okay,
you're supposed to
okay.
know what it is.
Okay.
Pre-cum is pre-cum. You're talking
Yeah.
about like eye of bat, wing of.
No! Oh my god! Oh my god!
I think I've just never been. When I take a panty off, do I look at the panty?
Exactly. That's
That's
exactly
all it
that's my
is.
fucking point here.
Like when the panty comes off, I'm like focused on the eye of the beholder.
Exactly. So there's probably a little
it,
something in there, a little slug trail in the old panties.
which, if I did see it, wouldn't stop me at all.
No, you'd be turned on. You'd be thinking
Yeah.
she's wet for you.
Yeah.
But you're saying she's not.
I don't,
Maybe.
I'm saying she's probably simply wet. It's an open hole. It'd be like if you slept all night and you didn't have a little bit of drool. Your mouth is a working hole that's wet.
You seem like you're backpedaling a little bit all of a sudden. We're cool
I'm not.
with your
I'll take off
vagina.
my fucking underwears right now to show you.
I don't want to.
No, I should bring this
I
up
respect
more
the hell out of you.
on a woman's podcast instead of a man's podcast because I guarantee all your followers are men. And they're gonna be like, she has chlamydia.
There's girls that. Yeah, no, you're probably right.
Yeah.
They're a vocal minority. They're there.
I'm a vocal minority. I'm just letting you know it's natural and it's normal. And
Yeah.
that's it. That's simply
I'm
it. And
not-
guess what? My boyfriend loves
Do
whatever
you think
he wants
I'm
in there,
being
so
weird
I'm gonna
about your
fuck.
vagina right now?
No, I don't.
Okay, because I'm fine with you. You don't. Your vagina doesn't scare me at all. All right.
Well, you haven't seen it.
That's not working. It's not going to work. I'm sure it's great.
It's fine.
Yeah. But if you have little stains in there, I also think it's kind of cute.
Kind of. Now you're backpedaling because you were grossed out. Now you're saying.
I was just going.
I'm saying I'd make more than $120 is what I'm saying. I'd be making bank if I sold my fucking crusties over here. I should make it crusty.com, crustytheclown.com.
Ooh.
Comedy underwear. Hey, I'm starting something here. Crustytheclown.com.
It's not bad.
I'm sure you could make money off of that. If you
I could. I have some sicko fans. Like I easily could fucking.
I could definitely sell some gay underwear.
Oh yeah, you could just one little pee drip in there, one
The
little
boys,
jizz.
the boys love it.
Yeah.
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 I'm not that.
Go
happy.
back.
Why?
Just go back.
Why? Why? Because you think that's all I've got going for me?
No, I just think it's insane that you're just like saying you don't like it anymore and you're done.
I've had this happen to me before too. When I got sober, I couldn't whore out as much as I used to when I was drinking.
Okay.
Kind of like that voice that was telling me, oh, maybe I don't really like this guy. Maybe this is not like that would not be quiet. So I had to be into whoever it was I was sleeping with. And I think Jason's having a similar revelation.
Okay.
He's not fucked up all the time. He's realizing, oh, I kind of want to like the person I'm with and not just have random sex, which is mostly what the gay stuff was. Am I right with that?
Yeah, and I don't go out to like social places. So the only boys that talk to me are usually on social media or at the gym, and it's real blunt and off-putting to me. Man, I can't believe I'm hearing it come out of my own face right now. But I don't like it when it's like, you mean pretty hard. I'm like, really? Like, just like, so what, you want to suck it right now?
But like, what if they're just? What if you? My
if you were
way
nice,
is-
if we met like
yes,
somewhere
when he was
and
a
you were
nice
nice,
guy,
yeah,
and it wasn't like that.
yeah. I've
Okay.
never met that guy.
Okay, well, I'm just saying. That's what I'm saying. Don't put it to bed. And what if you meet that guy?
I'm not putting it to bed. I think, you know what? I'm going to be really honest. I feel like I'm trying to say this when I'm in public so that a girl will give me a chance. Because I feel like if you're like, oh, this guy would still suck a dick, I don't want to go out with him.
You know what?
There you go. I said it.
and
There
I
you
see
go.
what you're saying, and I'm like, I don't know why I slept with two guys, and right after I slept with them, they said they're bi, and it did gross me out, and I don't know why.
See?
I honestly, I don't
It's
know what it
less
is.
manly.
The one guy was a problem because he right after we fucked, he's like, God, I love sucking cock. I'm like, this could have waited.
Yeah.
Like I was like, this is simply, I just sucked your cock. I don't care what you do, but I don't need to hear it. I guess was what it was. And I feel bad saying this to you, but I'm like, I think it's like,
I feel bad hearing it.
I'm like, yeah, and I don't know why. Like, I'm honestly like, I'm trying, because I told
There's
you, I love watching gay
there's no
sex.
coming back, Steph.
Gay sex turns me on more than like straight sex. Like I pretty much just watch like lesbians and gay men. So it's bizarre that that's what I would think. I don't know what it is. I think, you know what? You know what? Honestly, I think for me, I would be more nervous because I'm so worried about cheating. My ex is a piece of shit. I know for a fact he cheated on me. He's a disgusting fucking pig. So I think that a bi guy, that's double the amount of cheating now in my head.
Yeah, but if I just sucked a guy's dick and then he said, I love sucking dick and I don't have a dick, then that would fuck with me.
Yeah. So it made me, and because I'm like, so many people already call me a man. I'm like, am I the gateway here? Like, am I like the...
Oh, okay.
So I start thinking that I'm like, he's doing one more final, let's try this on for size to see if I want to like... Because I'm like so masculine and like...
That's your thing.
That's my thing. Also, yeah, I'm hung up on that because I'm like...
It's it's like a trans girl. I had a trans girlfriend once that was mad at me because I said that I was bi. And I was like, I don't understand. And she's like, because I'm not a guy. And I'm like, I know you're not a guy. And she's like, but you're going around telling people that you hook up with a guy. And I was like, well, I would. And she's like, well, how do you think that makes me feel? And I'm like, man, if really? Because I don't know how to win this. Like, I'm a huge supporter of trans rights, but I like at one point, what if I hooked up with a guy? Yeah, but when I'm having sex with you, you're a girl.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to tell you. I don't know how to make you feel any better about it. I guess fuck me.
No,
that's
but
the end of it.
that is on their side. Then that's what it is. The thing. I think it's what you get like stuck in your own head, and then you can't get past.
Which
that.
I understood that late. It took me like a year. Where all of a sudden, especially, so this is the hardest thing about being sober is like all these things fire off now, and I go, oh man, I should probably just let it go. But like, I feel like there's so many apologies that I should make
them
for all these things that I did back in the day.
Why wouldn't you?
Because I feel like they'll be like, man, why are you contacting me, fuckhead? Like,
no, one of my high school bullies messaged me like a half a year ago. And I was like, thank you. I go, thank you.
I mean, it wasn't a bully.
No, but it's still, he was so fucking, this was in high school. I'm fucking 39.
Yeah, well,
and
okay.
he like DM'd me. He's like, I heard you on a podcast talking about what I did to you. And I completely forgot I treated you like that. And I'm so fucking sorry. I'm embarrassed.
Made you feel better?
It did. A lot better. Because there's still one, Nico, if you're listening, I have one high school bully who still has not apologized to me, who fucking owes me the biggest apology on the planet.
Fuck you, Nico. If I see you, I'm gonna fucking
I wish I remember his
dude.
last name because he's such a fucking piece of shit. But I was like, I want him. I just need to know his name.
So
I know his face. Ghoul. Think of Tales from the Crypt, but like left in a well. I hate him so much. I hate Nico. But I'm like, it really helped.
Okay.
It really helped.
Yeah, because I've been doing that lately, and I've had a real anxiety and fear of doing it. And lately, when I have done it, it's gone really well.
Yeah.
Like, they've been really responsive to it, which was, I don't want to, it doesn't mean I'm like, well, I should just call everybody and apologize. There's still been a couple where it was like, well, that's kind of because you're a piece of shit. And I was like, oh, yeah, well, I am sorry.
Yeah, you're going to get that from some of them, for sure.
And it's fair. It is really, because it is true.
So I feel like it's also some people, even if them saying that, they probably hung up with you and were like, man, that took a lot of balls to do it, and that felt fucking good to hear that.
Well, then good, because I want to do that as much as I can before I go.
Yeah, I have one guy I bullied, and I still haven't. And it's me. I should fucking do it myself too. I bullied this one guy, David, in school, and I feel bad.
In Canada?
I feel like I need to message him.
How would you find him?
Facebook, probably.
See, I don't really have those, and like you would have to have their last name too, right?
I know his last name. Yeah, this.
See,
one
I don't
know.
have that stuff. Yeah. Like in my brain, I don't
Yeah.
have it. Like a person's last name. But honestly, I feel like I did one to my first girlfriend the other day. Like, and then my brother saw her recently and was like, I think she's trying to go out with you, dude. And I was like, no, that's ridiculous. Like, she's married, but she never messaged me back after I said it.
Okay.
And I was like, well, I did say it, and I don't even, and it took two to tango on that one, but I was like, I don't want an apology. I'm not looking for one. I'm just my part of it. I want to apologize for. Mm-hmm. So I did feel a little bit better about it, even though I didn't get a reply.
Yeah. See that's Nico. I won't accept his, which is the problem.
But you still demand it.
I demand it, and I'll tell you what he did.
Okay.
I'll never forget it. I was bullied heavily in high school because of my looks. Guys, the men in my grade 9, my nose was the most repulsive thing on the planet Earth. Like, they could not get past my nose.
I like it.
Some guys love it. My boyfriend loves it. I don't care when he's hot. It was like crazy. So they would constantly say I'm ugly. They made up a nickname for me called Igra, which meant ugly in Greek. And they would they took my yearbook and they wrote all over it and they scribbled all over me saying I was ugly. And
How old were you?
Grade 9. So was that 14?
Yeah.
14, 15, around there.
The worst time.
And one day outside, we're all outside hanging outside, like at the end of school. And he came up to me. He said, "Take off your fucking Halloween mask, you ugly bitch." And I slapped him across the face.
Good.
And he slapped me back.
Wow.
Across the fucking face in front of everybody. And no
nobody
one
did
fucking did
anything.
anything. And I bawled my eyes out. I went home. Oh, yeah. My 2 friends took me home. I could cry thinking about it. I cried for like a whole night. It was so fucked. And then I had to go back to school. I'm like, okay, back to fucking grade 9. Like nothing fucking happened. And this guy
I was born to beat those
literally
people.
the ugliest person on the planet. Like, and I wouldn't have said that normally, but I'm like, he was so fucking ugly where I'm like, how fucking dare you?
It's funny how often that happens.
I'm like, you're the ugliest person here, and I would never have said that about you.
Which
and you're
means
like,
you realize that's like where it comes from.
A friend of
like-
mine saw him with his family and said that he has aged so fucking horribly, and he's clearly alone and like
Awesome.
lives with his parents. Yeah, good. Fuck
Sweet.
you, Nico, you piece of shit.
Yeah.
Slap my ass across the face. That's why it's so sick. Some of my drive to become famous is like all these people who like treated me like shit. Where
Yeah.
I'm like, I just want to. I want you to be. And I know they're just like probably sitting on their TV, seeing me fucking pop. Especially in Canada, I have comedy comes up there a lot. And I'm like, you pieces of shit.
I completely relate to that. In skateboarding, I remember thinking I'm going to make it because all of you said that I wouldn't amount to shit. Mm-hmm. And I was like, we'll see.
We'll see what that.
Yeah. I use that for fire, even in my radio career. I still use it now for comedy. I'm like, we'll see. Oh, you think I'm out now?
Yeah.
Like, you're like, he's good skateboarder, good radio. He's like, but you're fucking done now. Ha ha. And I'm like, am I? We'll see.
It's fun to use this. It's the best. It's the best form.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
I like you.
I like you too.
Thanks for that hurt.
No, I do. I think we get along. I mean, you don't drink, but we can still. I can still be fun without drinking.
I can be fun without drinking as well. Most of the
can.
time. Yeah.
I can.
Thanks for being on the show. I
Thanks for
appreciate
having
it. Where do we go to see your dates and all that stuff?
I'm on Instagram, Steph Tolev, and Tolev, and follow me on Instagram and check. Here's just one little simple thing that I'm going to start leaving with people at the end of the podcast. If you like a comedian, check their fucking tour dates and buy the tickets ahead of time. The amount of times every comedian complains where it's like, I'm going to go to Austin this weekend, and then 3 days from now, someone's like, when you in Austin? I was just there. And when we don't sell tickets there, we don't want to go back. It's a fucking nightmare.
Is somebody gonna make does the app exist that's just for comedians? So it's like if you subscribe to this app, it's like here's who's coming to town a week from now.
No, but there's like all these. I use
Somebody
this
should
punch
make
up
that.
thing where it's like if you just put your email in, you get updates when I come into your city. But no one wants to add. It's a free fucking thing to put your.
Right.
So I'm gonna hound you with emails. Like I don't know what it is. There's one about texting, I think, but it's still like. I don't know. When I like a band, I have tickets ready to go in 2 months.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go to that concert. If you like someone, that's all I ask. Any comedian, it's please.
Or
Please, we're
if you
losing our
do miss
minds.
it, don't DM us and go, oh man, I didn't know you were here this
Don't
weekend.
do it. Don't do it.
Yeah,
It sends us.
I've only been on one tour my whole life and I got that. Oh man, you were in Tacoma? That's my hometown. And I'm like, I've been posting it for 2 weeks.
2 weeks, nonstop.
And you're messaging me on the thing that I was posting it on.
That's crazy.
How?
No, literally how?
Oh man, and I'm like, man,
You stop. And then you'll do my podcast. If you like podcasts, please listen to Steph Infection.
yeah, that's nice. All right,
You'll
everybody.
have plenty to talk
Thank you.
about.
Yes.
Stop. Oh yeah, I had staph infection on my dick.
Okay, save it.
Okay. See you next week, everybody. Don't die.